Yeah, that's right. So they're going to take as much time as they possibly can on these restarts. And you just saw evidence of that. The ball went on play. None of the Thai players really went off the pitch to take it. Mano took his time, walked to the ball, kicked it onto the pitch. But that's the key. That's being professional in these situations.
Turuton's pass up top to Borden has gone out of play. Catch a breath if you can. This is one of the few quieter moments in this match so far. 17 minutes have flown by in this AFF Suzuki Cup 2020 final, the second leg. Indonesia have scored a goal through Ricky Kambuaya. They need 3 more unanswered goals just to force this final to go into extra time, but the early goal is precisely what they would have wanted. The only 2 goals that Thailand have scored, that Thailand have conceded so far, have come off errors at the back. One against the Philippines, Manuel Beer's header was not good enough, slotted in by Reichelt. And here today, Siwadak. Some handling, poor handling in the shot. Chanatip has gone down, his boots off. He was in the press today, Roshan, talking about how players like him should be venturing out.
And he's absolutely right. Again, as his boot comes off there, you've seen his game step up to a different level, and you understand why, what he's learned from his time in J1, how he's developed as a player over there on and off the pitch. Again, as I said, it's not really groundbreaking, I think, to say Southeast Asian players. The ones who have outgrown the region need to then take that next step.
What I thought was interesting in his comments was he's calling it a comfort zone. And
maybe perhaps for some players they are in that comfort zone, but I don't think it's exclusively a Southeast Asian problem. I think it happens in various parts of the world. I think in West Asia you see it as well, with players not wanting to take that step into Europe, comfort zone, and you see it with English players as well.
Yeah, happy to stay in England.
Happy to stay in England.
And connected with that, he's picked out a couple of things. One is they're probably getting a decent domestic salary, and secondly is the language, which is always an obstacle, isn't it, as we see another foul on Chanatip. Oh, shot, very good, and nicely done by Nadia. I think it just got everyone by surprise.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, with a bit of time and space. Everyone was still reorganizing themselves defensively. Gets the ball in space there. Nadeo, thankfully for Indonesia, was alert to the entire situation.
That's the kind of thing that would really upset Shin Tae-yong, wouldn't it? Gotta be alert. Don't want to be giving away a goal in those sort of circumstances. Turuton. He's just opted to punch when perhaps he could have caught, but here come Indonesia now. Didik Setiawan is trying to get that up to Witan Sulaiman. They've opted to keep those 2 on that halfway line, haven't they? Witan and Ramai, just on the off chance.
Well, they need to. They're in a position where they need to take a few, take more chances rather, more risk in this game. And just going back to the point about players going overseas, as we go to us now, who's going to play in Korea, in K2, is, I know it's easy to say everyone should be going overseas, they should all be testing themselves at a higher level, where's the ambition, this, that, and the other. We also have to remember that we don't know what these players' personal stories are, how many people they're taking care of back home, and if they're making a good salary there, then you have to weigh that comes into it as well. Remember that players, they have people to take care of, they've got families. As you see Super Chok, they're getting taken out.
Also, Roshan, there's a lot of money they make outside through endorsements and all that kind of thing. See that challenge again from Alfiandra. So being in that particular country helps part of that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so I think that there's a lot that comes into it. Of course, from a sporting perspective, you want to see them step up and challenge themselves and go to the next level. But sometimes it isn't as easy as just that. It's never just one thing.
And for every Chanatip who has succeeded, and same with his teammate Tiraton. They both succeeded at foreign level. A number of them haven't as the ball comes in to the penalty area. Kambuaya tries to lead the counter-attack. Romaikek is taken out there. But before that, the referee's pointing to an earlier offence in the build-up.
Well, the first ball that came in from the first free kick, Bodin Pala was making that run into the box, and you just wonder again if that Indonesian defence had just fallen asleep for a second, because he was in acres of space. If he'd gotten the right touch, he was able to turn and face goal, then Indonesia could have been in trouble. But again, on the counter-attack, you see the threat that they pose, especially with Romaikek and the pace and directness of his running, causing a few issues for Pawi. He's able to skip past that challenge, and then a leg out from Pawi, taking him down.
They're not enjoying the pace coming at them at the moment, Roshan, the Thais. Perhaps we didn't see enough of that from the Indonesians in that first leg, only in little flashes where they did cause a few problems, not many.
Yeah, but said it earlier, they're looking a lot more confident. So, again, you think about the story around the game. 4 goals down, second leg of the final, give it everything we've got. It's our last game here, we've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
Nobody really expects us to catch up to Thailand in terms of the aggregate scores. And maybe the trophy being out there has given them a bit of inspiration as well.
Thailand would have felt they have one hand on that already. They certainly don't want to be losing Ramai, who's going to get on that stretcher, and Indonesian fans will be hoping he'll leap off it very quickly. Shin Tae-yong right, well, actually outside of his technical area at the moment. We're having words with Alfredo Dewanga. But these guys right now, just that belief, I think that's more important than anything else right now, the belief that's coursing through the veins of Indonesian fans. Remember, they have had 2 occasions here at the National Stadium in this tournament where they've managed to score 4 goals. 4 against Malaysia, 4 against Singapore. Very different circumstances, of course. And they've got 3 to go. Asnawi. He's done well. Taken away a little too easy by Didik. Ramai is ready to come back on. But at the moment, the ball's with Supachok. Looking for Bodin. He's forced his way into the area. Rather Tirasin.
Well, a really difficult ball for him to do anything with, Tirasin. How far away he was from goal there. Just knew that he needed to put in a challenge. Challenge on Fakhruddin. Another one who I was surprised to see taken off at half-time in that first leg, to be replaced by Baggett, who I don't really think has been that impressive. Malcolm Baggett.
Your thoughts on players breaking protocols and now not being available for the final?
I think that's a disgraceful mistake to make, and it almost, you know, it's a lack of respect for your teammates and for the squad as a whole. When everyone's together in camp, everyone is living in that bubble, everyone's working towards that common goal. For you to say, you know what, I want to go out and have a bit of fun, it's just disgraceful for me. And you know,
even more so in a pandemic.
Yeah, and you're putting yourselves at risk, you're putting other people at risk. See Eggy going down, and I think, you know, when you look at that, you say, yeah, young players, they make mistakes. Okay, maybe. But Victor Igbonefo, what's he, like 36 years old?
Yeah, that's right. captain of their side. Rahmat goes in solidly, wins the ball back. Lovely pass from Witan Sulaiman to Egy Maulana as Indonesia come forward, slip through. Beautiful interplay between Egy and Witan. Thailand just about get that away.
They're looking for a handball, but I think it's come off the chest of Saraj. But they're a little bit all over the place at the moment, Thailand defensively.
Wonderful to see Witan Sulaiman and Egy Maulana there